Hey, do you mind if I get real and just share what it's really like to try to drive views on YouTube? Fact of the matter is it's hard, but it's very possible when you pay attention to the right strategies. Now check this out. Just weeks ago, my channel was totally struggling. I hadn't published a video in some 9 months and I was driving maybe 200 views a day. It was absolutely pathetic. And within a number of weeks, about 5 weeks in total, I totally changed it around, and I'm gonna break down exactly what I did so you can really ramp up your views as well. And as you can see here, this is one specific video that's done exceptionally well. This video drove 17,000 views. In fact, it got nearly 10,000 views in the first 2 days of its release. And then a week or so later, I published this video, and again, it did really well right out of the gate. As you can see, so far it's driven about 10,000 views, and it's been published now for 9 or 10 days. A couple things, notice 228 subscribers on this one video, and then this other video has gained 149 subscribers. That's pretty good for a channel that, again, left for dead. And I just kind of wanted to follow up and share with you how my journey's been going, striving to return. It's going really fantastic, and I'm very excited about what's to come. And I wanted to talk about the packaging and really a few things I did with these videos and an overall strategy that I'm using to make this happen. So you can too. 75% or so of the views are coming from my long form, good old YouTube videos. So really what I'm doing is I'm focusing on making 3 specific types of videos focused around my viewers and really special types of information, right? I'm looking for what they're interested in, what kind of topics, and that's what I really like to think about. Certain types of topics and how they're gonna perform on YouTube. And it's not so much that I'm just making these kinds of videos, but I've told myself that I need to interrupt myself when opportunity presents itself. And this particular video was just that. It was based on a new update. I had been hearing about it for a while, but I hadn't had the information, I hadn't seen it, and then it rolled out, my channel had it, there was an article on TubeFilter, I made the video, had it published within about 4 hours, give or take an hour or so. Pretty darn quick, and the views just totally took off. So one of the things is I'm really aware of the fact that when there's new information, it really eliminates the competition because viewers are super interested. People love new things. It's why iPhones are a big deal. It's why people are excited about new games. And when there's a new game update, that's news, create a video. When there's a new movie that's based on your favorite superhero, again, make that video. So when this information hit, I was already working on another one of the videos we'll talk about, but I interrupted myself and I made that video. I think the thing that really did it for me was the video packaging. And I'm gonna talk about this a bit in my videos coming up because it's so very powerful. Number one, if you look at the thumbnail, it's really simple and clear. New update. And notice the thumbnail, right? I'm leveraging the word new. This is proven to increase clicks because it's a word that's increased viewer engagement, human engagement really, for ages. It's why you see phrases on products like new and improved, because it's proven to grab attention. That's the thing you want to do. Notice how simple and clean it is. 2 words, that's it. Notice my facial expression. This is a big deal. And then also what I want to mention is notice the video title. If every single video tried to like manipulate my audience or something, it wouldn't work. It's one thing to really be truthful and be excited about something. It's another thing to manufacture hype, which happens all the time on YouTube. And you really want to try to balance, what makes sense and what is real. Now, I'll also mention that this video is ranking #1 for YouTube updates. So it continues to get views, not a bunch. One of the things about this overall channel strategy where I'm focused on these 3 types of videos is this type is again based on trending topics, and viewers are going to lose interest over time. So I've got to create and make another type of video, and that's what I want to talk about with this video that again I released about a week later. Now this video was 1 out of 10. Had a really fantastic CTR of 7.3% right out of the gate. And the retention was typical. And all these things together, the fact that people subscribed, the click-through rate, it all added up to more views. And then about a week later, I published this video. Now, what's interesting is this was a totally different style, and I did a whole bunch of very different things very intentionally. But I just want to mention, I think most of my subscribers and viewers to my channel know that I wouldn't manipulate or bend, but I really did strive to connect in a very specific way. And I just wanted to be raw, and I felt emotional, and I felt vulnerable, but I was willing to share that because I felt like this is an important story for YouTubers. And here's what's really interesting. This video also hit number one out of 10 in YouTube Studio. Amazing. And I was so excited because I knew what the last one did, right? So first off, my expression is kind of like, oh boy, oh my, right? And then I'm holding this silver play button, which represents YouTube's success. Very few people get one of these. It's a big deal. And then the fact that I've got just 3 simple words on my thumbnail, killed my channel, really expresses everything. It's very polarizing and it's filled with contrast. That is stark contrast, and it like triggers emotion, right? And as soon as the video began, I wasn't trying to jump around and whatnot. I shared how I felt. I took this big sigh and I was just like, oh my goodness, I feel really emotional today. And I started to break down and tell a story, and I had one specific type of video in mind, and it's what YouTube calls a hero video. And this was almost a hero video. A hero video is one that you put in considerable time and attention to. You spend more time with the editing, the lighting, the storytelling. You do your best with what you got right now, and you make that video. And this is something that I want to do myself maybe once a month. And I've got my first true hero video coming out. You've probably already seen it. If not, it's coming soon. I'm very excited. It's kind of a throwback to a style I did in the past, and potentially it could drive a ton of views. And one of the things with these hero types of videos is I strive to make longer videos, and I really think you should too. Now, some people are like, oh my God, you're trying to just milk the algorithm, and absolutely, it's how the game is played. But you know what? Like, if I don't think it's good, I cut it. And this hero video that I'm making right now, I have cut so much because I'm like, no, it's too much. Kill your darlings, as they say. And this video was pretty much that as well, right? It was a hero video. It was 25 minutes long, which is very long. And my goal was to really connect and create something worth watching. And some people might, again, like, oh my God, you're trying to milk the algorithm. I'm trying to create a great viewing experience. Like, I love making videos and movies and so on. I remember I had one comment was like 25 minutes and I wanted more. There you go. But here's the difference. Number one, out of the gate, this video had a click-through ratio that was not as good as the other video. But that should be expected because this is a topic that's been around forever. People know me. I'm old news. Even though a lot of people want to know what I've been up to, there's something really enticing and compelling about a new topic. This was not that. But if we look at the average view duration, notice on day one it was 8 minutes and 6 seconds. And that's pretty good considering that the video drove 3,900 views in the first 24-hour period. And I was targeting 2 traffic sources, browse and YouTube search. Now, last time I checked, I was like number 3 for YouTube search, but this video may gain traction over time as the watch time accumulates. Awesome. So I mentioned hero videos, and then there's one other type of video that I'm also publishing. I've published 2 so far, and they're videos targeting YouTube search. And I like really thinking about all 3 types of traffic sources that I mentioned: search, suggested, and browse. The reason being is that you're just going to be more likely to increase your views over time, because absolutely, I promise you, if you target search, some of your videos will gain steam over time, and they can rank and drive views for considerable amounts of time. In fact, I've had videos drive crazy views for years on end. This video on the screen is a great example. 1.9 million views. Oh, and then there's this other video on the Apple marketing strategy, and it works so very well. Here's the other thing I want to suggest. Number 1, believe that you can do it, and believe that this stuff works. I just leveraged this on my other channel. I got monetized in like 8 or 9 months. The first videos to my other channel, a photography channel, they drove 20,000 views 3 times in a row. The first few videos, 20,000 views, because what I'm sharing absolutely works, and it'll work for you too. But this video can help you even drive more views. Click the video now, and when you do, guess what? Not only will you get the views, but you'll feed a poodle. I got 2 poodles and they're hungry. You dig?